Hello to the people, if we have any people. We have KKBX1QM. Ah, it looks like it's working. Ah, why is that not coming on the screen? Oh, that's annoying. Right, hopefully Lee will come up at some point. I think he's busy at the moment, but I'm sure he'll see I'm live when he's not busy and come up. Can't bring the comments on the screen from there, but I can still do it from StreamYard, so. Okay, so 5 people, can you help me? I'm using new technology. Can you see on the screen now, KKBX, well, can you see good day, Shagger, or can you not see it? Let me know, please. Have I just got this one Bible bashing person in? Have I got anyone that can speak? Right, Mark Cornwall. I can see it. All right, cool. So, can you see the chat on the screen now? On the YouTube video, can you see the chat? Or now can you see? Oh, fuck knows. 2 chats. Can you see the chat now? Right, so you can see the chat on the screen. Yeah? Thanks, Ryan. Right, okay, great. How's the sound? That should be the last thing that I have to question. That looks good to me. I think everything's good. Sadly, I can't bring the chat from the Stream Ninja onto the screen. I'll just text Lee and see if he can come up when he's not busy. Just because I want to get this sorted, you know, I'm fed up and not being able to do it. Just bear with me 1 minute. All right, great. So I'm trying a new time. I'm feeling really good. I've joined a gym. It's not a gym, it's a wellness bar. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's the best facilities I've ever seen in my life. You can live there and it's $1,500 a month for a 1-bed apartment. So that's how good we're talking. You will see it on English Refugee. Obviously $1,500 a month, so £1,250 a month is outrageous in Cambodia for a 1-bedroom apartment. I mean, that's English prices, isn't it? And even in England, that would be a good one. So this is how high quality we're talking. The sauna and steam room area, like if you watched my Delat videos, you saw the moldy hellhole that I was saunaing in. Energy saver turned on. What the fuck are you talking about, mate? You've got to be kidding me. Why aren't you charging? Yeah, because it's not switched on. That'll be why. Okay, fair enough. So the sauna and steam area, yeah, you saw the shithole I was using in Delat, man. Like moldy as fuck, people smoking in the changing rooms. Obviously, Vietnamese just walking around with shorts, playing out their phone non-stop. This place is $145 a month, so 120 quid a month, like big money. So I thought you wouldn't get any plebs there. And in general, I'm the only one there. So I went to a gym class today, personal training on my own, because, you know, are you fucking kidding me? Honest to God, I'm going to go mental. I'm actually going to go mental. These fucking cunts. So, obviously it's very exclusive. And then usually when I'm in the sauna, I'm on my own. Then today a Cambodian comes in and starts playing shorts at this film. I couldn't fucking believe it. I went mental. I came out of the scene and I just stared at him. And I went, are you really doing this? What? Are you really playing music out your fucking phone? No. I went, good. When I came back out and he turned it right down, I just went mental at him. I was like, bro, look where you are. You know, this is a silent space. Show some fucking respect. So still, you know, a lot better than Vietnam, but they're still very addicted to short. I mean, a grown man paying £145 a month in an exclusive wellness center where they don't even use chlorine. Like, that's how high end this is. They don't even use chlorine in the water, like it's all proper. And he's playing shorts out of his phone. Anyway, he got told. But basically, I'm now feeding myself. I'm now giving myself the nutrition I need in the form of saunas, steam rooms, cold plunges, and gym classes and yoga. So basically, I don't spend the whole day getting comatose. You can see there's 2 nice fat cigarettes waiting for me. This is going to be a smoking lounge episode. And yes, I have stolen that from Michael Wolfston. If you're not watching Michael Wolfston, you ain't watching shit, man. Honestly, man, I started watching his. So it's a new channel. It's one that I recommend. It's one of these friends. So he's in between me and Lee. So he's not as inaccessible as Lee, amazing as Lee, but he's way better than me. So he's in between me and Lee. So if you're a pleb, you can watch me. If you're enlightened, you can watch Lee. And if you're somewhere in between, you can watch Michael. And maybe you can watch all 3 and take a bit from both, from all. But Michael Wolfston, amazing. So since I started watching his channel, I haven't watched anything else. I'm catching up on all of his videos. Absolutely amazing. Good to see Michael in the house. Thinks he's super enlightened. Definitely a wise man. But what was the stupid thing he said? Oh yeah, I hope you're not just using Lee for content and you're going to listen to him. I was like, oh bro. And he was like, I read you like a book. And I was like, bro, you know nothing. Like if you honestly watch me and think that I'm not completely dedicated to the journey, like, yeah, sure, of course I've got ego. Yeah, sure, of course I've got shadow. But you think that I would just see Lee and be like, oh, content, over like, whoa, teacher, like, whoa, you don't see me at all, bro. So that was Ryan being helpful. African Chris, you're not going to do very well around here, mate. No, it's fine. We love all individuals, but as stereotypes go, we don't like that part of the world. Tell us more, African Chris. Have you got an IQ above 80 and look similar to me, or are you actual beast of the land? And if you are beast of the land, that's fine. As on an individual basis, just get the fuck out of Europe. Delightfully not. Good to have you here. Sound good, sound good, sound marvelous. Thanks for the help. A massive delay. Don't know what that means. I mean, presumably that means what? My mouth and the noise isn't synced. Is that right? Sugar's in the house. And then we've got a pleb. Hang on. Oh, right, yeah. No, it's coming up on the screen. So you can see these coming up on the screen, right? You can see this pleb now, yeah? This communism guy. All right, we need to talk about Riley. So, regular viewers, can you just confirm that you can see pleb calling in his own enslavement and demise and sucking off the Jew phallus without realizing it on the screen now? And can you see that he's joking? Good. Can somebody confirm it, or we're just going to fucking sit here all fucking day, you fucking plebs? Honestly, what's wrong with you? I need to smoke. What's wrong with you? Why can't you answer a simple fucking question, man? Can see him. Thank you, Sugar. Well done. At least we've got one that's not a fucking beast of a land IQ. Let me smoke. I'm going to get angry at you all if I don't smoke. I can't wait to show you my gym. It's not a gym, it's a wellness center. Like, you're going to shit yourself. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, it's great, man. I'm getting some great conversations there, and I just put my camera on in a corner. They don't even know that I'm recording them. Like, I was chatting to a Greek guy today. Got a right good story out of him. Not that good story. That's an exaggeration, but it's good content. It's really good content. Today's episode was fucking great. In fact, you know, out of the last 5 episodes I've recorded, 1 has been terrible. And 4 has been epic, in my opinion. Right, let's talk about Riley. What happened to Riley? Rachel, first I need to fucking give you a reflection. What do you think you're playing at? How can you be so entitled and therefore so unaware of the other? So Rachel knows that up until now, I've always live streamed in the UK evening, so my time, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. if she had any awareness about her, like, so Rachel can't think of the other, she can only think of self. She's very entitled. She's also got a big heart and is a good woman. I like her. But I'm just, you know, she needs a lot of reflections because she's incredibly entitled and has no awareness. So, I wake up the next morning. So, if I wake up and live stream, I don't look at my comments. Comment sections is something I do at 5 p.m. at night the next day. And I always see, Rachel, are you live streaming tonight? Fair enough, she's a big fan. Great, thanks, Rachel, thanks for your support. But to honestly think that that she can comment in my comment section and get an instant reply before I live just shows incredible lack of awareness, lack of how it works, and also just massive self-importance. But then it gets worse than that. So obviously I completely ignore all of these comments. Hello, Brother Lee, thank you so much. Oh, that's a fancy top. So Lee's going to sneak in here and do some admin. So the only issue, mate, I think it's all working fine. The only thing is when I click on the chat, it doesn't come onto the screen. I'm using StreamYard, so it's no problem. Do you want to get in there, mate?
Please, dude.
But that's it. That's literally the only thing that I can see that's not working.
So the chat's showing.
It's showing, but you click on one of them.
Okie dokie.
And nothing happens. Okay, so Rachel, so I ignore her comments. I've already live streamed. By the time I see her comment, ignore it. She's an entitled child, no problem. Now she started emailing me. Now she knows the times. So have you literally just clicked on it? Do you not do anything else?
I just clicked on it and it came on screen.
What the fuck?
No.
What am I doing wrong?
Well, you kind of aren't. You just just tap there, tap in the middle.
Just tap in the middle.
Yeah, so scroll to it and then just tap.
Hey, job's a good one. Thank you, mate. So it all worked fine. There was no issue.
So it looks like it. It looks like it's all bang on, to be honest. Is this coming up?
Well, I haven't needed to.
No. Love you too. Thank you so much. So my tech support is really just click the button.
Click the fucking button, you artart. I'll just finish my little Rachel rant, which is only going to take 2 minutes. And then if anyone wants to direct, well, I don't know if Lee's staying for a bit, but if anyone wants to direct any questions at Lee. So now she started emailing me. So she obviously knows what time it is for me and what time I live stream, but she can't comprehend that because she can only think about herself. So now she thinks that she can email me when I'm sleeping 2, 3 in the morning, and before I live stream at 5 a.m, I'm going to check my emails and get back to her. And she's no comprehension of the fact that I'm asleep. She's like, Tom, it's 6:10 in the UK now. Are you live streaming later? It's 10 past 10. I'm staying up. Are you live streaming later? Like, I appreciate the dedication, but it's obsession and it's insanity. And also, so there's no thought of whether I'm sleeping or not, no thought of whether I can respond to her. There's also no understanding, but of course I can't email my subscribers on that basis. Like, think if everyone emailed me that, what, you want me to respond to them all? No, just Rachel, because she's so entitled and important. So, that's that, Rachel. I'll talk about Riley in a minute. Has anyone got anything for Lee? Or does Lee want to say anything?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Are you planning on live streaming anytime soon?
Possibly, but if you're jumping into this spot, this was a kind of the spot I was thinking about doing.
Mate, you should see the gym I've joined. It's too far away for you, but mate, it's not a gym, it's a wellness center.
Nice.
It's outrageous. They don't even use chlorine in the pool, mate. They've got cold plunge, warm, hot, sauna, steam. Mate, I can't even tell you what they've got. It's the best facilities I've seen in my life.
What do you mean it's too far away? Why?
It's 18 minutes away. You said you wouldn't want to be in town. It's also very expensive, but it's...
What, in the middle of town?
I've spent 5 hours there today, mate. It's unbelievable.
What was it called?
Merku.
Oh, okay.
Meru. You know it?
I'm not sure.
It's outrageous, but it's $145 a month.
Fuck.
But you spend the whole day there.
Yeah.
And it includes like, it's got a whole yoga center there. Like, it's not even like, you know, in Dalat when I was like underneath the gym and there were people like bouncing above you. Like, no, it's a whole fucking center for the yoga. Whole center for the steam room.
Sounds like you've found a good way of spending your money then, dude.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's the best thing I've ever done. And so that is why I'm streaming at this time, because I'm no longer smoking, I'm sober, I'm not sober, obviously, but
Mate,
in the day.
This is, when you were talking about 5 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, ridiculous. But you'd probably be going to bed about 2 a.m. now. If you start streaming at 8, 9, because it'll take you a couple of hours to come down.
Absolutely, yeah. But I'd rather that and then sleep in.
It does for me. That's the thing. Like, I used to do this quite a lot, do 2 or 3 hour conversations. And then the mind is still spinning.
Yeah, totally.
You got to go, whoa, afterwards.
Yeah. But that's fine. Then I can just watch you and Michael and smoke and pass out about 2 in the morning.
Well, I'm stuck right now on whether I'm going to make another video, to be honest with you.
Really?
No matter live streaming.
Why is that?
With this, where we currently are energetically, this Lionsgate, what's going on, long, bigger picture stuff.
Yeah.
The path forward at the moment is kind of like opaque. And that camera the camera's not fixed yet, right? And I went in to get some cables yesterday and they didn't have any, the same place you did, UFO store, and they didn't have any DJIs in stock. So I was considering, if they had one, do I buy one, right?
Wow, that's a big commitment.
And then
to YouTubing?
Well, not necessarily for YouTube, because I also do it for my own stuff anyway, for journaling, right?
Yeah.
So because YouTube's journaling for me anyway.
Yeah.
So then it was, no, they didn't. So I came back and I did a video, and there's been some silliness been sent through to me on email by certain individuals. And I did this video. It's quite powerful for the first 17 minutes, finished it. And at the end of it, I went to play it back to see if it was all right. Fucked, didn't work. First time, OBS did not work. And I got Sob on it, so we had a little look through it all. Transpired, it was dirt in the laptop. It had got too hot and it had stopped the recording.
Right.
So not only was the camera gone, not only could I not get another camera, but then I tried to record one and that got stopped.
So it's like you're being shown that.
Stop.
Yeah.
Don't try to push anything out yet.
Is the dirt a representation of emails, you think? Like letting dirt into your life?
The purity of the conversation I just had in that. So basically that video going out was, I'm done.
Wow.
With playing games with people.
Yeah.
If you are interested and you want to walk this path, then we're going to walk it. But if you're not, then it's finished, right? Which is the purification. So it was kind of like an impure message relatively, because it was coming from a place of fed up a little bit. And just like, really, is that what it, blah, blah, blah. So this came through kind of strange for me at the moment. So at the moment, that's why I'm stood back. That's the moment that there's no videos going out or anything like that.
Right.
And I don't know about live streams. I don't know about this, that, and the other. I don't know whether to do, because I also don't want to be on a live stream with a load of other things going on in the chat with regards to what people may or may not be thinking, their opinions and all that sort of stuff. It feels like it's past that. If you want to walk that, what do I do? And all of this concept. There's plenty of people out there you can talk to about that. So moving towards something that's a little bit more attuned.
Yeah, I can't see the live stream serving that, because you will get lots of that in the live stream for sure. Unless
the live stream is behind their members or behind something else.
Maybe.
So I'm not trying to. I don't want to monetize it either, but it also might make it. I don't know. So really currently especially up to what is it the next, when's the eclipse season starting? So we're going through that period of black and white, darking out, other things changing. A lot of things are happening on the planetary surface that most people are completely unaware of, no matter the energetic surface underneath, which most people are completely oblivious of. So there's a lot happening outside of the scope of what we can talk about, because other people get confused. And for me, it's like almost let it play out.
Yeah.
Because people need to see for themselves, and at the moment they'd rather cast an opinion based on their limited sights on what they can't see than actually look at what needs to be seen. So it's very interesting. Bit of a West Country accent. Yeah.
Big things afoot.
That's me lover. Can you say that's my lover? It's not, it's West Country-ish. So it's Gloucester. I can drive a tractor. So it's got that part of it. Who's not saying that? Solar Life, yeah. It's West Country, but Southwest Country. That's my lover. So you'll hear that some of it in there, especially when I'm talking to Tom.
Can you all just drop what channel you're watching on into the chat so I can make sure it's working on all 3 channels? The chat is working on all 3 channels while Lee's still here. That would be great. Lee is effing boss. Oh, right. I think I just wasn't patient enough. It just takes a second to come up, doesn't it? Not like me. Good to see you, Lee. Huxley. Wow, loads of love for you in the chat, mate. Loads of love. All right, let me tell you about Riley. So I got, so we've got one on Not Today Satan, we've got one on Tom, and we've got one on English Refugee. So everything's working fine.
Everything's working, dude.
Yeah.
There you go. The Wurzels in the house. Yeah, man.
Is that a reference to you?
I bring it down. When I'm talking normally to people, you don't pick up too much of the colloquial local accent, but it's in there somewhere. A little bit of farmer in there. Love you all anyway. I'm going to go and eat.
Thank you so much for coming up, brother.
No worries, dude. Catch up with you later, man.
Nice one, bro. Will it close behind you? Yeah, it will close behind you. Okay, Riley. So, regular viewers will know Riley very well. She's one of my absolute favorites. Amazing.
No, it won't, dude. Whatever's happened here.
If you just close it behind you.
It will do now.
Yeah, all right. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Just love her contributions and everything. I mean, she hasn't been on the last 3 live streams, so, you know, I've just noticed it and wondered what's going on. And then I get an email of her asking if she's been banned. I'm just like, no, Riley, I would never, ever ban you. And she's like, I can't comment. I've tried commenting on all 3 of your channels. It won't let her comment. So obviously I asked AI, like I always do, and sent her back some AI thoughts. And, you know, one of those is, can you comment on other people's videos? And yes, you can. So for some reason, Riley has been banned from commenting on all of my channels. So bizarre. I've checked my ban section. She's not in it, obviously.
Sorry, dude, I got your mic.
It's all right. It's not like I'm doing a live stream or anything, mate.
I know, mate.
Oh, you got the mic. Cheers, mate. So yes, so bizarre, man, so bizarre. So, we're hoping that it will just start working for her again, because she was a massive contributor to the live streams. And I know that you all love her too, because she's just fantabulous. So yeah, really, really shit. But it just is what it is, I guess. Okay, try not to mention the fact there's been no donations, Tom. Come on, don't make that the deal. And then, oh shit! 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Why would there be any donations when you can't even, you know, click buttons and keep your camera on? That's about right, isn't it? Now, the cats are a lot less playful now. Even Callie isn't so bothered about me anymore. CT7 just sleeps all the time. Comes out at night a bit, but I'm not sure if there's any point me putting this up anymore, because they're just lazy cats. I think I need to get some more. I don't know. I don't think I do really. Okay, let's try and get into this. He's still got the mic on. You spotted it. Yeah, that's why he knocked on the door. It'd have been funny if he'd have gone downstairs and started wanking or something with the mic on, wouldn't it? I don't think Lee does that. Probably does. Yeah, Christopher Hilton, you're not funny, mate. Like, why do you think being stupid is funny? Like, is that what you've been reduced to? Is that how little you respect yourself? That you think that's funny? Are you so lacking in wit, humor, and intelligence that you just have to write shit in the chat? Very sad, mate. Very sad. Okay, what are you all doing? What's happening? Can't stop thinking about my fitness center that I've just come from, my well-being center. I've been banned on 2 channels. It's time. I don't recognize you, mate. I mean, if you've been banned on 2 and you still can comment on 1, then it probably was me. I probably have banned you. Now, I seem to think it's time. I like you. But of course, I could be getting you confused. I don't feel like I know you well, but I feel like when you've commented, I've always really appreciated your comments. I think, right, how do we delete this person? He is just pointless, absolutely pointless. User actions, block. Right, that's Chris gone because he's a total waste of time. Okay. Why am I feeling, I mean, obviously there's been no donation. Yeah, I think it's a new chat. I'm finding it a bit difficult. What do you think to the graphics? Is it worth? Because it's actually a lot easier for me to use StreamYard. But the graphics are better, aren't they? I'll try and get used to this. Any update on DAO? No, there won't be any, sadly. Like the last, so I asked Anne, I sent her this message myself when I first got to Cambodia, so about 6 weeks ago. Any update on DAO? And she was just like, well, no, he's gone. And there's not going to be because the family are dishonest. So even if you ask them, they're just going to lie to you. So there's never going to be another update on DAO unless some miracle happens. And like, but Anne's left Vietnam as well. So I probably will go back to Dalat for a couple of weeks to work with a body worker. It's, you know, twice a year, something like that. So unless some miracle happens and I bump into him, I'm not going to have any more information on DAO. I'm a cat man now. Struggling. It's not working again. Ah, it's not working. No. Right, we're going back to StreamYard. Sugar. Sorry, Tom, I can donate once a month. I have a pretty tight budget. I only live on $900 a month out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, never, ever apologize for not being able to or even not being willing to donate. You know, it's what's right for everyone. I don't, you know, it blows my mind that people donate regularly. I think if somebody was to donate once a month, that's what I would do. So I think that's amazing. And the fact that you're on a 900 budget and still donate whatever you can once a month is just incredible testament to your heart and beauty. So yeah, please don't apologize and no expectations. Let's just try one more time. I can't do it. I can't click a button. I can't click a fucking button. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Solar, still think Cambodia is cheaper than anywhere else we have been to by the sounds of it. Better value. Loved seeing meet last year. Come the winter here, we will probably go again. Well, then I can only assume, Solar, that you haven't been to many places because actually, I think Cambodia is the most expensive. I haven't been to Singapore. I haven't been to Malaysia. It's probably on about par with Bali, but it's way more expensive in Vietnam, and it's more expensive in Thailand, and I assume Laos. And I don't really understand why. I think a lot of it is because they, up until recently, haven't produced much of their own products. That's changing. There's a big emphasis on producing their own goods. They now put flags on all the stuff in the stores so you can see where it's from. I assume to encourage you to buy Cambodian, which I always do. So they are starting to produce more. The big areas of extra cost, I mean, food is more expensive in Vietnam and probably Thailand, definitely Vietnam. But the big extra cost is energy bills, particularly energy bills. I mean, energy is 10 times more than it is in Vietnam, but the country's 10 times better, so it's worth it. And the rent is 25% more. In Vietnam, I lived easily on $1,000 a month. Out here, it's $1,500 a month. But it's so worth it. It's fantastic. I agree with everything you say about Siem Reap. It's just wonderful. I mean, it's just wonderful. Every expat you meet, they're like, yeah, Siem Reap's the best place I've ever been. Everyone, you know, obviously not everyone, but, you know, many people come to Siem Reap like I did for a short time and never leave. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's so different to the rest of Southeast Asia. The only issue is it's slightly more expensive and it's hot. Riley's in the chat. Oh, I still can't click on it. Fuck it, right, I give up on that. But what we can do is this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's Riley? Hey! Riley's back! Woo! Hallelujah! 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 Welcome back, Riley. What's happened? Has it just suddenly let you comment, or did you have to change something or do something? That's excellent news. 30 seconds delay. What do you mean by that? As in, I don't understand what you mean by that. Do you mean the mouth and sound aren't synced? Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean. Well, I mean, it's just reality, isn't it, mate? Yeah, it makes me sad, but I don't see sadness as a bad thing, so sorry for bringing up Dow. I miss him too. Yeah, it brings up emotion in me, and but, you know, that's fine. No problem, sugar. Thank you. Thank you for all that you are. I really like you. I have been to, whoa, this person has traveled. So why are you saying that it's cheapest? I have been to 132 countries. That's outrageous. Well done. Well done, including Vietnam, Japan. And so how are you thinking that Siem Reap is cheaper in Vietnam? Everyone's happy to see the Rylster. You got shadowed by, as she was saying in her emails, it's like, we were saying, like, it makes no sense. Like, you don't write anything controversial. It just makes no sense. All of those were more expensive. So what's cheaper? Like, I can't think of anything that's cheaper. I can think of things that are as cheap, but I can't think of anything that's cheaper. Better value for money, we should say. Look how happy everyone is you're here, Riley. Did you like my autistically sang hallelujah? I can't say the word, as you already know, because I've said it 4 times now and you've laughed every time. Shani, England is so awful. I had an angry bioweapon Amazon driver earlier who demanded I come down to his car and get the parcels myself because he was angry it took him so long to find my apartment. I like the last bit. Because he was angry it took him so long to find my apartment. Like, he's like, all my responsibility over to you because I'm a bioweapon and I can't take responsibility. Shani, just be grateful he didn't stamp on your head and grape you up the bum. Count your blessings where the bioweapons are concerned. Yeah, you're right. It's fucking horrendous. So I was just in this spa and I was just, you know, so my last experience of a spa like that was, I think it was in England. There might have been another one, but certainly not Delat. That was a little mouldy box where people smoked outside and played shorts outside. It was fucking disgusting. But Virgin Gym, best gym in Sheffield, £68 a month, as good as you could get in Sheffield. Gorgeous spa area. Yeah, we use chlorine, so I didn't actually go in the water. But, you know, steam room, sauna, solarium, gorgeous, full of starnies. Full of starnies. Absolutely horrendous. Shouting. No, you know, just being starnies. Of course, there's some very good ones, but the majority of them just awful, absolutely awful. So that used to be my highlight of the day going there, other than walking in Wirlow Woods and spending time with Margot and my mum and dad. I love my mum and dad, but I don't like spending time with them. So going there was the highlight of my day. And when I was the only person in there until this Cambodian came in who I had to shout at. I've already told you about that, haven't I? Yeah, I had to shout at a Cambodian. But apart from that, I didn't shout at him. I just told him, like the little boy that he is, like this is a silent space. Respect it, stupid child. Before he came in, I was just sauntering from sauna to steam room to cold plunge, and just I realised then, like I knew at the time how much the Stani's affected me, but I remember that I was planning on which area I went to based on where the worst ones were, and obviously going to the opposite end and all that, and I'm rushing my time there and not being able to relax because you can't relax around them, obviously. And also, not today, Satan was starting to blow up, so I was constantly like, when is one of them going to start on me? So yeah, it's just so different out here, just so different. Like there's no Starnies, there's no beasts of the land, none. There's the odd beast of the land tourists, but they're on their own, so they don't get into like, you know, how they behave when there's a group of them. On another note, has anyone seen how chimpanzees behave? Obviously, we're talking about something completely different now. But you know, like when you see a group of chimpanzees in the wood, you know, in a zoo, or out here in life, you know, it kind of reminds you of something, but I'm not sure what. Certainly not related to what we were just talking about or anything like that. Hey, thank you, Kerry. Kerry's got it going. Kerry. We love Kerry. Yes, I'm filling time while I find Kerry's fucking stickers. Thank you so much, Kerry. I needed that. I mean, I'm on good form. But yeah, it's certainly a lot better when you get a few donations. Right, so Infinite Zebra did her first live today. It was so cute, man. Oh, she's so the opposite of me. She's so beautiful. And why has that happened? Okay, I think that's fine. She's doing her first live stream. She's been so scared of live streaming. It goes so well, and she's so into it. She's loving it. And then people start sending her money, and she's like, oh, are you guys sending me money? Like, she can't believe it. It's so cute, man. It's so cute. She's so amazing, and she's having such a hard time at the minute. It was so nice to see. I keep messaging her about this place, and like, come and live in Cambodia. Come and live around conscious people. Come and get your heart reflected to you. But she doesn't, she ignores all my comments. I've left my email, everything. So I'm going to have to stop. She obviously just thinks I'm a madman trying to, because she's scared of men as well, isn't she? And I've even put in the comments, I'm gay. I'm just trying to not even help you. I'm just, you know, opening a door to a beautiful existence for you, which you so deserve and are so ready for. But no, she's telling herself that Agenda 2030 means she can't leave the USA and there's no point. Sugar, no delay my end, and my pooter is falling apart. I'm not sure what a pooter is, but thank you, Sugar. I trust you. It's not that I don't trust the other people, I don't know the other people. Good afternoon to Liz. Good to have you with us, Liz. I think we are going to end up in Dalat between, oh, so this is the Chunkster, between April and June. If it's as hot as everyone says it is in Sami. Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, I mean, yes and yes. Dalat is the place to go. I assume that's hot season. I think that's hot. That's burning season, isn't it? Actually, I think burning season's a bit earlier than that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's hot then. I mean, it's hot now and it's rainy season. Sami stupidly hot, but stupidly worth it. Dalat, the climate is amazing. And Dalat is amazing, but it's nothing compared to Sami. Yes, Tom and groupies, how is everyone today? Hey, Pedro. It could be where you stay. We were in Da Nang, Saigon and Ho Chi Minh. Oh yeah, good point. I didn't stay in any of those big cities. Da Nang for one night and left straight away. Hated it. Admittedly, we're renting, but For Real, show some pretty cheap. Oh, For Real is a YouTube channel. Show some pretty cheap properties and their apartment is less than 300 USD. Yeah, you're right. You can, so I do think it's 25% more here, but that doesn't mean you can't find, I mean, I did that video where I found that one for £120 a month and it was pretty decent. 2 people have emailed me about that, which I just think is great. Yeah, Yeah, I suppose actually, really, if you're willing to shop around and you don't, well, I would say don't have great self-worth, but you could say you're not bothered about where you live, which is me until very recently. Well, I was bothered, but I didn't have enough self-worth to, I valued money over my experience, mental. I mean, for me, $450 a month for this dollars, so £400 a month for this is just a bargain. I mean, it's just glorious. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's going to be hard to ever leave it, because it's hard. It's just fantastic. But yeah, if you're looking at the lower end of the market, then yeah, you could find something fairly comparable. So then it's just energy bills, and they are a lot more, but it's still nothing. That I paid my energy bill, so I don't really use the aircon. My energy bill was $60 last month. In Vietnam, it would have been about 10 or 15 for the same amount, I think. Most people use aircon out here and they end up spending $150 a month. And they think that's terrible because they compare it to the rest of Asia, but compare it to the UK. You're paying that for a week in the UK, aren't you? 2 weeks. What's it like in the UK now? It's energy bills wise. I mean, it was just getting ridiculous. I mean, my last business, we hooked it. We didn't. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way we could have had a business if we had to pay the energy bills. So we took the gas meter off and we hooked to electricity. Not partaking in that nonsense. Tom, we have a saltwater pool. Afraid it does turn the salt into chlorine, and you use chlorine at shock treatments. In theory, you could use bromine, but only if it doesn't go below 30 degrees. Oh, I don't know anything about it. I just go to this place where they do it all for me. But you sound like a really cool person. Oh, we've got some more love. Ah, Victoria, bless you. Thank you, Victoria. Good afternoon. Victoria, thank you so much. You are very appreciated. Thank you, Victoria. How are you today? Oh, I've got a Not Today Satan video coming out, everyone, today, but it's not. It's just basically taking accountability for why I've not been posting. It's not like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. No. It's not one of those, but tomorrow there'll be one of those. Riley, let's get some information from Riley. What's been going on with Riley? She's had to set up a new YouTube account. Well, I really appreciate your dedication, Riley, and I'm really glad to have you back. Thank you for doing that. Thank you from me and the chat, because we love you and we love having you part of it. I had to set up a new YouTube account, just mental. I don't usually comment on videos, and on the odd occasion I do, it's never anything YouTube would take as offensive. Well, I'm back now, so all good. Yeah, totally. I've never seen any comment like when you emailed me, it just didn't make any sense. Like if it was C-plebs, it would still be mental, but you could kind of see why YouTube might ban him. I mean, for me, just banning commenters it seems crazy to me, but it's the world we live in, isn't it? I mean, it's just mental. When I lived in Siem Reap for 6 months, this was the place to go to. Men's sauna and spa location, Icon Bow Street, Wacom. Thank you, but honestly, it can't be as good as where I'm going. Like, where I'm going is just, it's the best I've seen him ever in the whole world. So where I'm going is, I won't be looking for anywhere else. But I really appreciate that. How much was it a month? Because I'm paying 145 a month, and and that's not me being like, I'm pushing the boat out. But I've had a big shift recently, where I just love myself, basically, or I have self-worth, let's say that, and I'm just willing to spend the top money on my experience now. So where I live, top money. And so this wellness center, they have apartments. And I was like, damn, when I walked into this place, like just the level of service and everything about it, the environment, everything, I'm just like, damn. And as much as I love this, I was like, I had a look at one of their 1-bed flats. And I was thinking, when she was showing me around, and it's not much better than this. The apartment isn't much better than this. It's slightly better. But it's for grounds it's in, and it's the fact that it's next to this wellness centre, whereas at the moment I have to drive 20 minutes to it. Whereas I could literally just go back and forth between classes and saunas, like from my flat, I could just walk. So I was like, if she says $700, maybe $800 a month, I might really have to consider this. Now, the other things to consider: no hippie landlord, corporation landlord, cats, they're like case by case basis. So basically one scratch on the sofa and they're going to go mental. Can't smoke in there. So, you know, it probably would have been a no. But I was thinking, if she says $800, I'm going to seriously consider this. She said $1,500. So there was no, you know, I'd have to be earning $5,000 a month to even consider that. And I'm about to earn $2,000 for the first time. So, you know, it's not even something I can consider as a possibility. But yeah, outrageously expensive. But, you know, it is amazing. And I just think, so this is what I'm saying now, like, for me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, no expense spared on my life. So obviously I'm not, well, even if I wanted obviously, like, I can't even afford to buy a car, let alone a Ferrari, but what I'm saying is it's not materialistic, although if I wanted a fine car and could afford it, I'd buy one. Not a Ferrari, but, you know, a good quality car. Probably a Toyota. But anyway, that's pie in the sky, I can't afford a car. But in terms of like where I live, where I sauna, where I work out, the food I eat, the best. Absolutely the best. What I smoke, the best. Anything I consume now or experience has to be the best. When it comes to, I mean, I even bought an expensive plate the other day. I was going to say, like, when it comes to, yeah, even crockery. No, everything just has to be the best now. I'm worth it. I don't care. I'm done. I'm done with, and long-term watchers of English Refugee will know, I have scrimped and scraped my whole life, even when I was a millionaire. Not treated myself. I always worried more about the pile of money than my experience. Fuck that. It was the houses in Dalat that did it. When I was like killing myself over a £300 deposit. And then when I saw the difference, when I let go of that deposit and when I moved to a forest and then when I moved to Namban, like, just like, oh man, like, why have I been fucking killing myself over a £300 deposit? Like, when actually it just means that I'll create more content and be much happier and all of that. So this is Lee, 225 last month, 150 is using the aircon a little bit. Right, yeah, I did wonder when I said it, I was like, this might be a bit low actually. So yeah, so Lee has, in my judgment, it's not judgment, my opinion, judgment, whatever it is, I don't really know. Uses the aircon a lot. So he's paying 225 and it's a one-bed flat. Now it does have high ceilings. So yeah, if it was a normal sort of dingy one-bed flat, you might be and you use it as much as him, you might be looking at 180. Yeah, the energy is crazy. Lee, why is the energy so expensive in Cambodia? What's going on? Oh, Riley's back and saying hi to Lee. Victoria, 50 quid a week electric for me. Gas is bottle. That sounds really good. That sounds like outrageous. In the UK, I assume you are. If you're in the UK, that sounds outrageous. How are you doing it? Oh, maybe it's not actually. 200, is 200 a month normal? I don't even know anymore. I mean, to me, I think 200 a month is cheap, is at the lower end of what most people in the UK will be paying. But I've lost track, to be honest. And it's not just because I've been gone it's only a year. Well, and then I was in my parents' spare bedroom, so obviously I didn't deal with bills. And then I was in Thailand for a year, so it's 2.5 years. And then before that, I had 3 years in that business where we were stealing all the energy. So yeah, it's actually like 6 years since I paid an energy bill in the UK, so I actually have no idea. Debbie's in the house. Please, happy to see Riley. Sugar's happy to see Debbie. Lee's thoughts on Riley. All they've been playing with you seems there are a lot of people getting banned on different platforms to whatever degree, X as well. Loads getting their accounts fiddled with. Yeah, but there's just no reason for Riley to, because as far as I'm aware, Riley doesn't post any content. Certainly not on YouTube. But I doubt she's on X posting lots of content. Like, I think Riley's really chilled and present and with herself. Oh, Elizabeth, wow, thank you. And isn't rage baiting on any platforms. And certainly how she's shown up on mine would suggest that. Right, how do I do this? Elizabeth has used the PayPal. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you for going to the extra effort to use the PayPal. So I get 100%. That's very much appreciated. Also, YouTube ones are appreciated too. But of course, that's fantastic if YouTube isn't taking their cut. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Oh, let's get you some stuff. Right, tomorrow's job, now I'm on form, is to get some more Giphies. I will definitely be coming with much more varied and interesting Giphies tomorrow. But for now, we're just going to have the ones that we're all very bored of. I will never get bored of a cat. But that's for you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Blessings. Oh yeah, Lee, I still can't click the buttons. It's happened again, so I'll just try again now. Click, nothing. Click, nothing. Middle, click, nothing. I'm not asking to come up, mate. It's working fine with StreamYard. But it is strange. Debbie, yes, it does stop some. I question too. So this is Riley, I think. Some I okay them to show others as don't, as to not affect Tom's channel. So go with the decision it makes. All right, so I think Debbie knows more than me. So I think Debbie's saying that YouTube sometimes removes some, and then Debbie has the option to click show. Oh, this is what Lee was talking about the other day. It makes sense now. I didn't really understand what Lee was saying. So YouTube will hide some, and then the moderators can choose whether to show it or not. Is that right? I think that's right. And that would make sense with the story that Lee was telling me the other day. Riley, yeah, it was really crap watching your lives and not be able to comment. I bet, man. I bet it must have been so much. I bet there were so many times you were like, oh, no, I can't. Oh, I've got something to say about that. Oh, no, it turns out I haven't, because the Jays have decided I have nothing to say. Oh, this world. You seem to be a lot happier for living a life with a little more indulgence. Experiences are always more important things. So true. So true. That's so well put. I love things as well, though. Tactical things. So, like good cutlery and a good quality laptop. But you're so right, that experience is so much more important. And I suppose what I'm talking about there is experience as well, because it's like the experience of using it. Whereas when it was just like buying DVDs, that was very different. Or buying G-Wagons, that was very different. Or buying designer clothes. The list goes on and on. I don't need to say anymore, it's getting boring. But yeah, but what I didn't ever do was spend on experience. So when I first got money, I used to buy lots of material things, but I wouldn't buy a holiday. Because I remember saying to my mum, I don't understand why you spend money on something that you can't show to someone later. Like, that's how materialistic and egoic I was. To me, a holiday wasn't worth it, because when it was done, it was done. Whereas, like, buying a load of DVDs that I didn't even watch, like, I could point at them on the shelf and go, look, there's my DVDs. I will still have them in 10 years. God, I had it so back to front. Honestly, I was so bad. I was so fucked. Saying that, we have solar for our air conditioning, and to charge for Tesla, and on nearly 70 acres, we get paid around 3,000 euros in subsidies and pay around 200 tax a year. Sounds like you've got a great life. Are you in Portugal? Sounds like you've mastered it, mate. Well done. Tell us more. Liz, I pay £66 a month for gas and electricity. OVO Energy. Like, what? I don't even know what to say to that. Are you living in the shed? A well-insulated shed. I can't get my head around that. Yes, Rachel, it's been established. A lot of people talk about leaving the West over mass migration. Curious what the tipping point was for you specifically. Was it one event or just a cumulative vibe shift? Great question. Both. It was obviously cumulative. Like it gets, just gets too much. But the straw that broke the camel's back for me was when the BBC and it was on the BBC website, and it was in some of the papers as well, when they admitted to geoengineering. And when I took that to my mum and said, look, I'm not mad. And she still thought I was mad, even though it was there in black and white. Okay, they call it something else. And they say it's like, oh, we need to do it to counteract climate change. So obviously it's got all the buzzwords that confuse her. But it was a moment that they admitted that, that did it for me. But I think it was just an accumulation of the attitude and energy of the people that I was trying to save. There's only so many names you can get called by those that you're trying to save before you give up on them. And then there was also a loss of a business. So had I not have lost that, so I was very attached egoically to that business. I'd put 200 grand into it. It's not the one in Thailand, but the one I lost just before I lost one in Thailand as well. Another 200 grand. I'd put a lot of money into it. It was my life. I lived there. It was everything. It was a community that I was part of, that I'd created and was part of. So I couldn't let go of it. And that was keeping me in England. I'd have left 2 years before if it wasn't for that. And then, by the grace of God, that got taken off me. The council came and shut it down because I didn't do any building regs. And it was a death trap. So a 200 grand death trap, yeah, we didn't, yeah. I mean, it would have been 300 grand if we'd have done all the building regs. So it wouldn't have happened. So we just didn't do any. So yeah, they came after 2 years and clocked that and shut me down. And it would have been another 44 grand to keep it going. So yeah, I let go of it, and yeah, so really it was personal failure. Well, losing what, yeah, a better way of saying that would be losing what was tying me to England, losing my commitment to something I had in England. So it was despair and devastation. But then on top of that, there was just no reason. Like that was the last thing keeping me in England. Like once that was gone, there was just no reason to stay in England. Like I had nothing, and I was looking at the people around me, and I wasn't seeing anything that encouraged me. I wasn't seeing any sign of an uprising. So I kept hanging on to it, and I kept hoping. So then I left Thailand and had the disaster in Thailand. Got put in jail. Got deported. So then I came back. Yeah, so actually the first, what it was the loss of my business and then the cumulative effect of, idiocy. And then the second, and then it took me 6 months to get my confidence back, basically. I was always going to leave the second time. But the day I thought, like, I'm going now was that BBC article about them spraying the skies. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. Like, I'm not living under this. I'm not, because I was so depressed and I'd lost all my confidence after what happened in Thailand. But basically, I didn't dare leave. I was scared of leaving, and I'd lost. I just lost all my confidence and self-worth. But then the grey skies were really getting to me. And then I think when it got admitted, I was still sort of clinging on to some sort of hope that people might wake up. And then when it got admitted, and I was just like, right, so I'm literally gonna. No one cares. No one cares that they've just admitted that they're spraying us. So I'm either going to live under these grey skies for the rest of my life, or I'm gonna leave. Yeah, so it was the grey skies that finished me off. It was the grey skies that finished me off. But I was always gonna leave. It was just because I had no confidence. So really, it was COVID and all that nonsense. Like that was the end of the UK. And then they started flooding it with bioweapons. I mean, I could just go on and on, mate. I'm gonna move on because it's never ending. There's so much you could say. I mean, really. we're at the point where only people who can't leave aren't leaving. You know, there's no, you know, it's mental to stay. There's no fight. Like this story that people have, like I'm staying and fighting for my land. No one's fighting. There's no fight. It's lost. It's done. I hate to say that, but it's true. No, I'm not saying that that's always going to be the case. Like I do believe in Anglo DNA. I don't believe in his story, but you know, if there is any truth in his story, then whenever, you know, the white man has been pushed too far, then, you know, it's not worked out well for the rest of them. So, you know, I do still believe ultimately in Anglo DNA, but what I realize now is actually it's going to have to get a whole lot worse before that happens. And I don't want to be part of that. You know, I don't deserve to be part of that. Like I've seen through it, I've tried. I started the community center, which fought all of this in 2021. I was doing events in 2020, like straight away, I was rebelling straight away. And so you know, for those, the pain takers, as Lee calls us, those who have carried the pain for many years, those who have seen the truth for many years, and those that have tried to help people for many years and have just been laughed at and ridiculed and humiliated by those very people they're trying to help, we're not taking the pain anymore. We're passing it over to you. We're out. We're here to guide, and we still love and we'll still do all we can. But I'm not carrying the pain anymore. I'm not doing it. I did it for a decade. It's over to you guys now, and that's happening. You can see it. You can see the pain that everyone's in. Well, I've carried that for 10 years. I've known for a long time, and now people are starting to know too. So the pain takers, the original pain takers, aren't taking the pain anymore. We've done the work, and we're living beautiful lives on the whole. Now it's your turn. And, you know, that's not a choice. That's just the way it has to be. And I've also realized that, you know, this is all happening because you have to feel the pain. And when I say you, I mean the masses. It's time for you to take the pain, because it's time for you to wake up, and it's time for them to do the internal journey. And they're never going to do the internal journey without the external pain. So it's actually all a blessing. And you realize that, like, it has to unfold this way. It's the only way it can unfold. It's the only way people will go inside. It's the only way we will return to oneness. So why am I going to sit in that when I've done it, or I've done enough, and I'm still doing, and the level, the depths I'm getting to now on my journey require a beautiful space. You can't. In my experience, you can't. You can't dive as deep as I am now diving. You can't do the latter bits of this journey in chaos. You know, you start off in chaos, and that wakes you up, and you can do some work in chaos. But then your environment has to change to support your journey, because your journey is becoming still, present, and one. Well, you can't do that in fucking Rotherham. So it's just the way it has to be. It's an external reflection of the internal. And what the majority of the masses are going through now, I went through 15, 20 years ago. And we were the only ones. There were very few of us, so we had to carry everyone's pain, everyone's projection. And now everyone's starting to experience it. Enjoy that. Debbie is happy to see Riley back. Supermom. Dun, dun. Thank you, Debbie. You superstar. Okay, I imagine that would have triggered a few people, but I think a lot of people will be feeling it. Oh, Lee's going to come back up and check out my SPAC finger. The technical man needs to do technicals on the finger. Oh, Riley's been so missed. Riley, £50 a week for a canister is average. That's what I am for my gas heater on wheels, and we have a log burner too. Are you in a van, Riley? And who's this we? I thought we were going to get it on, Riley. What's going on? Have you already got a man? Is he an actual man, not a boy like me? Don't worry about it. I am joking. I know you wouldn't let a child near your glorious feminine flower. And I don't think I'd be able to anyway. It's all a complete joke. But I quite like the joke, and I think you do too. I don't know the context. Sugar's wake and baking with some coffees and Tom. Alaskan Thunder effed, lol. I still think it'd be chill to burn out with Tom. Can you not at least start the day with a sativa, Sugar? I mean, my God, if you're going to wake and bake, at least use a sativa. Good on ya, Riley. That's right, Tom. I don't even have an X account. Yeah, I just knew you weren't going to be a poster. Can't stand the doom in it. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me at all. Read the comment. And I don't post content anywhere, and I don't even comment anything offensive. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, if anything, I scroll past it. Yeah, I just, that's so you. It's crazy that it happened to you of all the people, man. It's crazy. Victoria lives in North Wales. I've been sunbathing all morning, clear blue skies, planes went over an hour ago, and now it's going overcast. Oh, it's so annoying, isn't it? So annoying in the word. It's absolutely infuriating. I'll just check that's not Debbie Ollie. Isley. Why is he sending me voice notes on a while? Yeah, I mean, it's not that important, mate. No, it's going fine. Oh, wow, they've got my charger. Oh, this gym is so good. I messaged the gym before I went on live saying, I've left my charger in the sauna. Can you look after it for me? They've sent me a photo. They've got the charger behind the desk. Oh, they're so good. You walk in and they've poured you a water straight away. Like, honestly, it's out of this world service. It's just out of this world. It's fantastic. And then fucking Spazman comes in and makes noise out of his phone. He got told, man. As if you're doing that in a $145 a month spa. Like, no, go to the cheap pleb spa, you pleb. Fuck me. Okay, Solar Life Portugal. Do you sell solar panels? Have you got a business in solar panels? Yeah, been in Portugal for 6 years, sold up in London. Oh, wow, this person's got money. They own property in London. Imagine that, like you buy a property in London before it goes crazy, and then you end up as a millionaire because you've got a property in London, and then you move to Portugal. Oh my God, what a great idea. You've got so much money if you do that. Sold up in London. Sorry, I'm not assuming you've got so much money. What I mean is you're going from high property prices where you sell to low property prices where you buy, and then you can create the beautiful life that you clearly have. Sold up in London, and thankfully COVID meant we could put our business online and turn the physical exams we ran into passive income by putting them online. Great work, Solar. I don't like the sound of exams, you know, that's not great. But we all have to do, at times in our lives, some things that aren't aligned. If you're making lots of money, then brilliant. It's not a system I would want to be part of, but I also appreciate that sometimes you just got to make a buck. Absolutely adore it. We could own property in Siem Reap. We may have gone there if we could own property. Yeah, you're not. She's put ground floor, so I think maybe you are able to buy ground floor apartments, maybe. I know in Thailand you're allowed to buy apartments, but nothing else, but they don't hold a value and it's a really bad investment. I imagine it will be similar here. In Siem Reap, we may have gone there, but we have been so welcome, excited, just shit of a language. So she's basically saying Cambodia is amazing, but yeah, it's a very tough language. Interesting. Has living abroad made the tipping point feel clearer in hindsight, or distance softened it at all? Oh, no, it's just so clear. It's just so obvious. It's just like, why would you ever live in that? Why would you ever put up with that? Why would you ever accept that? And I understand for some people they don't have a choice, or they feel like they don't have a choice. Certainly, I'm talking from my perspective. Like for me, it's just an absolute no-brainer. Like I earn money online, it's impossible to say. I was going to say I'm at the point where I'd do anything to stay out here. You know, like I'd teach or whatever, but I don't know because it's just not my path, and it's just not. You know, I don't need to think like that. But and what I mean by that is you don't know until it comes to it. But if one is earning money online, like it's just a no-brainer. Like, why would anyone stay in a tyrannical land? Other than fear of the unknown, other than fear of, you know, starting a new life somewhere. Oh, I miss my friends. Oh, I miss my family. But, you know, it's just fear. It's just fear of the unknown. Like, there's so much more out here. There's so much more out here. And how many people are really enjoying their family's company now? Like, of course, there'll be a percentage, 20% maybe, of conscious people, of people who know what's going on. Like, how many of them are really enjoying their family's company, or are they just doing it out of people-pleasing, obligation, and indoctrination? Yeah, I mean, even if you genuinely have great family and friends, I mean, obviously, I can only speak from my perspective, and I don't. I have a wonderful mother, but, you know, I don't have great family and friends in the UK. And yeah, so it's just a no-brainer. It's just so obvious. And then every day that I spend out here, and it's just like, honestly, there's none of it. There's none of it. You don't even think about it. Like, you're aware of what's happening to your lands. Of course, you're aware of a bigger picture. But I'm just concentrating on my self-worth journey, shadow work journey, enlightenment journey, whatever you want to call it. There's no politics out here. Of course, they've got their politics, but that means nothing to you. So there's no woke stuff. You know, you don't see anything. You don't see any migrants. You don't see any woke people. There's the odd woman out here with blue hair. But, you know, they're all NPCs. They don't really matter. But not like, not nasty NPCs. They're not like, well, they are. I think they're the actual meaning of NPCs, you know, just like non-player characters. Whereas I don't think the libtards are NPCs. I think they're demonically possessed. I think the NPCs are kind of like my parents, you know, who, yeah, they just vote Labour because they always have, but they're not woke. But they're also not able to look at anything that might be considered racist. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. What a time. Conroy, I'd be out of UK if it was possible. At the moment, it's not. It is painful. Worrying about your kids and their future. UK is totally fucked. I can't even imagine having kids in this situation. I just can't even imagine. In this situation, I can. And when I speak to Lee about what's coming, I'd be very fine with having kids from that regard. But if I was living in the UK, and yeah, it must be horrendous. I just appreciate the honesty, man. Like, you know, there's quite a few people that dress this. They can't accept this. They can't accept that it's not possible, and they can't take responsibility over making it possible. And therefore, they go into this stupid story and then projection onto refugees like me. That, you know, you're a coward or you've abandoned. But like, what have you abandoned? Like, there's nothing left to abandon. There's no. I mean, listen to Simon Tomlin. He's the best political speaker as far as I'm concerned. And he was in the BNP 30 years ago, and he's leaving. And he said there's no nationalism. He said there's no such thing as over. You know, and that's somebody who still believes in politics. Like, he still actually believes. Now, he knows that voting is rigged and all that, but he doesn't know like how bad it is. You know, he still believes in. It's hard to word because he don't believe in the political system, but he believes that if you could create a national party, it would be worthwhile. But he says you can't. And he's been involved in it. No one knows more than him about it. He's been involved in it for 30 years. And he's at the top of the right wing, basically, in my opinion, from what I can see. And the evidence he provides. Ah, beautiful. Awesome. I'm going to get some way better ones tomorrow. I can't wait. Having power banks cuts the cost of energy. I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, it's great. I suppose it's just because we have to go to these stupid levels. EcoFlow. I have a Delta 2 and a Riverflow. Charge them with something solar panels. Great. Well done. Portable solar panels. Really great. But yeah, I can't comment. I mean, yeah, fantastic. Liz knows. Ask Liz. That's how you get cheap energy bills. Well done, Liz. The gay sauna was about 50 a month 6 years ago. Huge pool, nice gym, saunas and maze, great food and drink too, lots of cute locals. Oh no, I couldn't, mate. I just can't do anything gay scene. Like, ugh. No, vile. But is that insane me? But it's a gay sauna. I wouldn't have thought there'd be enough business for it, but maybe. I mean, yeah, it probably is. Tom, I know you are kidding. Oh, right, this is about me digging Riley. I know you're kidding. The we is me and my kids. Oh God, definitely not. It's gonna be like a cave. Sorry, Riley, I just couldn't resist. Right, just read the comment. I know you're kidding. The we is me and my kids. Well, one isn't really a kid anymore. No, not a van yet. We are in a wooden house, a bit like a cabin in Mull. Mull, I think I've been to Mull. I can't think where it is. Is it Lake District? I'm pretty sure I've been to Mull. Is it Scotland? I'm sorry about calling your glorious flower a cave, Riley. Lee, I can't deal with WhatsApp messages right now because it's not that serious, but I appreciate your help, brother. $9:45. Oh my God, I'm only 5 minutes behind. I'm doing well. This is great. I am far beyond the tipping point, Shani, but we don't have a choice. I am stuck in England on benefits due to being injured at work. Didn't get any compensation out of a corrupt legal system. Only day. Yeah, it's a really difficult situation, Shani. I mean, all I can say is whatever is happening for you is meant to happen. You know, maybe your soul. So, you know, whilst I have great sympathy for this, you know, I'm sure there is still some stuff you could be doing. Like, can you not create an online business? Well, maybe you don't feel you can. And, you know, and this isn't about Shani. Like, there's many people whose souls are supposed to experience what's going on in the UK in this life, because they're not here to awaken in this life. I mean, awaken, yes, but like, what does that mean? Awaken to the tyranny, awaken to the external, awaken to the service. Yeah, great. And that's what we're meant to do in this life. But they're not ready to go internal. I'm not saying this is you, Shani. I have no idea. I'm just speaking in general. So then their situation would look like they can't leave the UK, and that's meant to be. That's fine. I mean, obviously, it's not going to feel fine for the individual, but from a I'll just say soul perspective, it is what's meant to be. So, but obviously, from my perspective, I would always say. So there's the truth of what you're saying here, Shani. If it's something really unfortunate has happened to you, and genuinely a victim in that regard. However, how much of it is victim mindset too? And I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I don't know who you are, Shani. But most people in this life walk with a very strong victim mindset. And I remember the moment where it was reflected to me. This amazing woman called Ola was like, "You're a victim." And she explained what she meant by that. Like, you're addicted to being a victim. And it was the first time it dropped to me. And again, I'm not saying this is you, Shani. I'm really not. You just brought this up in my head. But it probably is, because it is for 99% of people. Fuck off. It is for 99% of people. And you know, because we're socialized to be victims. You know, just look at the victim points now, like being a lesbian, being trans, being disabled. Like, everyone is trying to score victim points. So it's so ingrained in our culture. There's just something in that for me around, like, you know, I would encourage you to ask yourself, like, how true it is. Or how much you're telling yourself that story. Lee, what the fuck's going on? Why does my finger not work?
It's a very good question. No, hang on. Right, so that goes on there.
Yeah.
And all you do is tap it.
Tap it. I think maybe I'm doing it too hard. Tap it. That was too soft. Tap it. Oh, that was too hard. That worked.
So put it on it, you're pushing it.
Well, now I am, and it's working fine.
Just tap it.
Yeah, Simon Tomlin's leaving.
Put it on it, right? You see, watch while I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to tap it.
Well, I don't know how to. I seem to either do it too soft or too hard. Tap it. Oh, that was a tap. That was nice and caressy.
That's all you got to do, dude. Is caress it.
Right. Wow, it's so weird, but it wasn't. I couldn't do it before.
I've got I can change the actual background for you, so that it looks much prettier.
Yeah, I mean, why not play with it? I'm sure you can get it looking even better than it does.
If you're happy for me to do that whilst you just.
Oh yeah, that'd be right. That'd be great fun.
So we'll tag team it.
Yeah, man. Let me just try a few more while you're here.
So you keep an eye on the chat. You do that. See, if you got your mouse.
And then if I wanted to, forgot about the mouse. Is it on the table? Yeah, here's the mouse.
If you have, you could use your mouse and you can just look at the chat and do that.
What do you mean?
So you can use the mouse on there and just click on the mouse on the chat.
Oh, right, rather than going through this.
I can do what I need to do on here.
Oh, I see. Is this what I use for a mouse?
Is it not?
Well, I mean, I haven't charged it for so long, I'd be amazed. I mean, it seems to be okay. But...
Try it. Oh, shit, I need it. No, don't do that then, because it needs to be paired for some reason.
Well, it seems that I can now do it. I'll just try another one while you're here.
You do that. Throw them up. Start chatting.
Oh, it's so easy. What was my problem? Okay.
Let me do what I'm. So you chat away.
Oh, right. You're saying here and doing that. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Oh, so we're double. I see what you're saying now. Oh, fucking hell. This makes things a lot harder. We're sitting ducks are in Britain. Tom. Oh, it's hard for me to read from on the screen. My eyes have got worse, mate. My eyes have got worse.
Where are you reading it from? On here?
I was reading it from there, yeah, and that's no problem. My eyes have definitely got worse. We're sitting ducks here in Britain. Tom, if you haven't got the means to leave, it's frightening every day. Yeah, totally.
Okay,
but if you, no, it's all right. But if you aren't, you're not going to like this. And again, it's not at you, but if that's your story, then that's the story you deserve and need. Deserve is a bit, maybe not right. It's a story you need because you're not empowered. And when I say taking responsibility, it won't be in a way that you'll get triggered by that. But I do mean it. And it's taking responsibility, but it's not in a way you've ever comprehended before. It's like, it's stepping out of this being a victim. It's stepping out of being a sitting duck. It's stepping out of letting them make you a victim. And if you're not ready to do that, then you're not ready to do that. And you need these lessons. You need the bioweapons. You need all this. You need to come back again in another lifetime and lean in more. Like, and it's not a criticism. It's just what your soul's ready for. It's just where you are on the soul journey. And I don't know, I'm kind of guessing here, but it seems that your soul has chosen to be here to grow. And guess what it needs to grow? It needs challenges. So you're getting exactly what your soul needs. And I know for your human, for your ego, it's fucking horrendous, but it's all here for you. And I know that probably won't resonate with you and you'll think I'm having a go at you and I'm not. Can you word that a bit betterly?
I wasn't really paying attention.
So people are saying we're sitting ducks in England. They're basically, they're victims, and they are victims. But it's like I'm basically saying something along the lines of like, you are where you need to be to get the lessons you need.
The thing about where you currently are is it's going to give you the impetus you need to see through it. So you can say you're sitting ducks in England, but you're not. You're sitting ducks in England when you're individually on your own. And what it needs right now is for people to come together and to step out of the system together in unity. So where it currently stands is there's so many people in fear, which is the absence of unity. And it's bringing that together. So this is all a show. The whole thing is a show, but it's very real, especially when you're in the middle of it all. But there are better things coming, and it does require this sustained pressure, and there's going to be quite a bit more of it coming in, and more of the lies, and more of the acts, and more of the stress, and more of the push to pull people to actually join together and unite. The way the system, the way it's gone, the way it's been going, the way it's been breaking down is into a form of separation, and that's within. So there has to be a form of unity, and that will expand in manifest externally too. So that's what this is all calling for, is people to get together and step outside of the system and let the system die and create a new one. But that's the same within as with the ego. The ego has to be surrendered. So the system has to be surrendered in the same way, and it can't have the same amount of energy, people paying attention to it, people being in fear of it, like that's the only thing it thrives on. But there's a way of looking at it. Does that answer that?
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. So basically what I said, but in different words.
Yeah.
Probably not actually. Probably completely
similar. Right. So what we've got now, dude, if you want to see it, you know you see your PayPal up there?
Yeah.
Can you see where it's got?
Take that down. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
You can see where it's got the gold breathing.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
The gold on the left is breathing.
Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Right. So when you now pull up a chat, so let's pull up this one, for instance. What we've got is we've doubled that up. So now your chat box actually corresponds to your PayPal box, and the gold underneath is breathing.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's cool.
So it's unique for you.
So now I've got the issue that my eyes aren't very good, and this is new, mate. What I used to be able to read on the TV fine, but I think I am going to need to bring that chat box here. I can do that, can't I? That's fine.
Yeah.
Because now I don't need StreamYard, right? I mean, oh yeah, it'd be nice to see Super Chat, so we could put the chat box
I
here.
can do that as well with this. What I can do is actually create you a second box like that one.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And we can have that on the screen too.
Perfect. But I'm going to bring it to my laptop.
Yeah, all right. So, no, it doesn't go that way. It goes this way. And
that's great.
What we can do
that's
is
fine.
Control plus, Control. So make it bigger for you. I can make it bigger for you on the main screen if you wanted.
Oh yeah, okay, that should solve it. That last one was really big.
Oh shit. Hang on. So let's put that back over there. It's like wearing glasses, isn't it?
Yeah, but mate, it's still blurry to me. Like I am a bit worried about my eyes. I've never had to worry about my eyes before, but they're definitely not as good as they were a week ago.
How's that?
Yeah, I just think it's bad for my eyes looking at the TV, mate. I want to do it down here.
You want to put it on there?
Yeah. And that's perfect. You
That's
don't need to change. Yeah, that's fine as well, yeah.
So if we leave that there, what we can do then is make that bigger. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, my fault. Have you picked up my lighter by any chance?
Could have done. Right, that gives you a bigger picture up there. Now you're inglorious Technicolor, almost. You can make that side bit bigger if you wanted to so you can see more of your stickers.
Yeah, why not? Other than the fact I'm supposed to be doing a live stream right now, but it's all worth it. Oh wow, that's great. That's much better.
Sorry, dude, we'll crack on.
No, don't be sorry. You're amazing. Thank you very much.
I just want to make sure you're working with it properly.
No, it's great. It's so worth it, mate. It's so worth it. And I'm sure certainly the regulars won't mind. I do understand, Shani, I do understand you guys. I had a very early awakening at 18, and in my early 20s, I saw the light after being taught a universal religion by some incarnated masters. I had a long way to fall. Awesome. Have you gone inside? I'm at the bottom of the chat. Storm Dog. World can change in the blink of an eye, but not till you done your work. Paradox, no, you gotta put a shift in. Storm Dog knows.
I agree, Storm Dog. And that's what we're missing currently is people putting the shift in. They want it all done for them.
Yes. That's so true. The sitting duck mentality. This is why I watch you guys. I get it. You're so right. It's like I'm saying I'm a sitting duck, so I become one. Is that right? Yeah, exactly.
There's this
Hold on.
People will understand, or people that have gone through certain parts of this will understand that there's laws, universal laws. One of them is the law of attraction. Another one is the law of correspondence. You give what you get. People try to manifest, but there's also the law of assumption, which sits above all the others, and that's the unconscious one. So the unconscious assumptions, what you're talking about there, I'm a sitting duck. It's a fear-based identity where you're lesser, right? You're small. Now, when people come together, and when you come together, and when you unite authentically with yourself, you're not so small. In fact, you're universally powerful, omnipotent. So this is all part of that process, is understanding laws of attraction, laws of correspondence, and laws of assumption. But that's underneath the surface. So you've got to get past the surface layer, the abstract. What seems to be real is surreal. You're real. It's not. Remember what you are.
Awesome. Thanks, Nick.
All right, good. So I think you're away, dude.
Why is it not coming? Oh, it is. Yeah, I think I am, mate. I think I am. You've heard or you've experienced, because obviously I don't know you, Sugar, but judging from your comments, I thought you may be experiencing it. But yes, if you've heard it, then trust it and open and experience it, because then you'll know it. And once you know it, you can really trust it. All right, I'm at the bottom of the chat.
Sugar, what you're saying there, like attracts, that's one of those things that people don't realize is it does up to a certain degree, but then opposites, they've said this before many times, opposites attract and bits and pieces like that. The simplest way for a lot of this stuff is to understand what it is that you're experiencing and whether or not you've experienced it before. Because this is all on loop. It repeats until you change the path, until you change the pattern. And that's not an external pattern, it's an internal one. So if you're doing repeat experiences, why? And that's the sort of inner message. Lee, next time remind people the Wurzels. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. they add it, they put it on. But it's a message for you to shift the path because you've already experienced what you're experiencing. Have you not learned the wisdom from it yet? That's the key for this. Where's the wisdom in it? Why am I doing this again? Stop doing it, step out, face the fear of it, step through that boundary, and a new door will open.
So Debbie's just put a beautiful message on the screen. So right about people carrying the pain of what the UK has to become. I've posted for years and had nothing but projection of others who did not want to see, and now they're on marches in the street. And Debbie, can you see how synchronized this is with the message you sent me earlier? The words that I've just said and how they've landed for you is all related to what you're experiencing yourself, and you are now becoming more boundaried and owning your peace and your space and what you need, because you are no longer willing to carry the pain of others.
The other thing with that is there'll be the ones that need to go out and march on the streets because they need to burn out their anger. They need to burn that out, and it's necessary. There's echelons of consciousness here, and there'll be those that need to be on the streets. There'll be those that step aside, and there'll be those that can silently witness and observe from different parts of this. So all levels are playing out. Don't get emotionally blackmailed into doing things that you've already done before and recognize go against your own frequency with all of this. Understand your lane and let others be in theirs. Wisdoms, dude. 41 death years. I'm gonna get out of.
I don't know about that.
No, not in here. Not with yours.
Oh, in general.
Sorry. Put it up. I don't know how long I'm staying for. I don't know whether I'm getting in the way, mate.
No, you're not getting away from my point of view at all. I love having you here. Oh, so that's what Lee commented on earlier. Shawnee, haha, one of the truths in the religions was there is no separation between the outside and inside. But yes, I do need to have a word with myself. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, so it's one, you intellectually know it, but experiencing it is very different. If you're watching my aho.greatorex videos, like I'm shifting into this now, and the experience of more oneness is starting to come in, and less separation is starting to come in for me. But it's very step by step. Yeah, and in the video I released today, I say I still experience life as separation, but I'm trusting oneness and starting to see more evidence of oneness.
That's going from an intellectual to embodiment.
Yes.
So there is a process of rationalizing it and then trusting it enough to see it.
Yeah.
And I see I call it 1 foot in 2 worlds, 1 foot in either world. Yeah. I mean, there's people with, at different levels of that. But it's once you've gone past the intellectual, which is what they're saying there, in that bringing it in, and there's no outside, the inside and outside. That's within, so without, the way it's spoken about. Once you've rationalized it, you go through the complicated, and that's what you're doing. You're going through the complication of, well, what the fuck does that mean? Mm. And the other side of that is the simple. Oh, that's what it meant. But that's embodiment. You can't do that without going through the struggle.
Yeah.
The pain of the birth, right? So, I mean, it's all very well for people to say it's easy to trust, just trust, just trust, just trust. But you have to go through the complicated.
Yeah, totally.
Otherwise, it's
totally.
fake.
Yeah.
So it's like this paradox.
Because you're not trusting nothing, are you? You're trusting evidence and reality. I can't quite find the word, but God, the truth.
You've got to wrestle with God.
It's real.
You've got to, yes, but Israel. You've got to wrestle with God to be renamed Israel or Israel.
You
have to become real.
You're going to have to explain that now.
There was a Bible passage in one of the Bibles. I can't remember, in one of the passages. I can't remember which. There's a few of them actually where you wrestle with God. I think it's wrestle with God. And at the end of it were the one, I can't remember the name of who was in that passage. It doesn't really matter. But God renamed them Israel. And now Israel for me is the is and the ra are the left and the right. The left, the two temples, the left temple and the right temple, the feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter which way, positive, negative, light and dark, makes no difference. And the L, when those two are balanced, the L is the straight line in between, the L is the Godhead or the connection to source. So the is and the ra become the L when they're in tune and balanced. So you wrestle with God in the middle and meet in the middle, and that fires you meet at the central point, which then fires the staff, the up and down. So this effectively is your left and right temple, or the temple. And the third mount, or the third temple, as they are trying to put into the material world, is the connection to the L, which is the middle, the Trinity. In this, I've got to put it in as a caveat. In this universe's, how would I say this? I was going to say boundary conditions, but it's not. In this universe's structure, that's the way it works in duality with this, and then the central point is the balance between them both. The wholeness is within the middle. So this is what I'm saying about this wrestling with the middle, with God, with source, with yourself. And at the end of that, you're crowned or named to a degree from the metaphor in the book, Israel, or Is, Ra, and El.
And the state bit?
The book says it was God's chosen state, the 12 states of Israel. Israel, it's a state of being in my story. But of course, who am I to talk? Obviously trust the government.
So you see what's been done with the word state. So state is in state of being. Gas, liquid, solid, or how Lee's talking, a state of being. Whereas they've turned it into a state is in a land.
State of matter.
State of matter, yeah.
We're a state of energy. We're infinite energy, and it's been materialized. So even in Buddhism, you'll find that the truth to liberation, truth to nirvana, is to dematerialize. That doesn't mean disappear. It means to release the value from the material and go within. And what you'll find in there, as they say in the book, is the kingdom of heaven. But that's a state of being. not a state of material. And this is to be in the world and not of it. There you go. Now you're in the.
No, I was trying to solve that.
Hold on, I can move the camera.
All right.
Yeah, but if I do that, it'll screw your big Tom up.
Yeah, it's not worth it. But it is a bit of a shame that you're behind the chat.
No, I'm good with that. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do.
Can you just make the chat a bit smaller?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's easy. Even I could do that.
Could you? I'll probably disappear it, dude. Hang on, I can't do it yet.
Well, I thought you just use that arrow like you normally
No,
would.
because I want to move it down differently. I don't want to just. Oh, come on. Come on. Like that. Otherwise, I'd move the whole box down. It would disappear off the screen. Right, where were we?
Right, we were here. Oops. Shawnee, I think the trouble is if you hate yourself because you are inseparable from the world, it will hate you just as much as you hate yourself. I have to learn to love myself and my position in life.
Yeah, hate is a distance from yourself. So relative, we use the word hate as much as you just don't know, you're lost. So if you're lost from yourself, you're hidden. You have to learn to love yourself is basically to re-find yourself, and that's remember what you are. And then your position in life becomes simple. You are life. You are it. But that's the connection that you resolve once you return to the self. So hate, you're inseparable because you're inseparable from the world. Yeah, that means you're of the world rather than in it. So you're material. You become matter. This is the organic nature to the way it plays out, right? Is it? Oh, I mean, maybe we can put it back onto interview mode for that. I don't know. No, you're worse.
This is fun.
That's all right. It's not too bad. So people, you know, you can believe whatever you wish with all of this stuff. Again, it's not trying to impinge on people's belief systems or expressions of how they feel they wish to believe or what they wish to be. But ultimately, there will come a time where you're turned within, as all of the prophecies and all of the books and all of the teachings say. And in the interim, then you get lost in the without, which is exactly what we've all experienced to whatever degree.
Look at Storm Dog is chucking in. I can't quite get my head around them, but what's the relevance of that?
Disillusioned. So dissolved, dissolution, basically to.
Oh, so you become disillusioned to dissolve it all.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So all of these things are the chaos and the confusion to bring yourself back into yourself. Solomon, sun and moon, the center row is it all. So Solomon would be the two temples, the man and the woman, the feminine and the masculine, the electro and the magnetic. Doesn't really matter. The sol and the moon, the two hemispheres, and the zero in the middle is the 0 point. Same words in a different way of doing it.
See, you've got one person for your live stream club straight away.
Storm Dog's good with this stuff, dude. I've already been watching. I know the fella or the girl, whoever it is, the brother or the sister, is on track with this. And there's so many different ways of saying the same thing, which is the beautiful thing with this. You guys need to get on one side of the screen.
Well, I think we've rectified it a bit since then. So we're at the bottom of the chat. I think we might bring it to an end. Unless there's any questions for Lee or... Oh, yeah, we're at the bottom of the chat.
States past disillusion plus 1, 0, minus. Yeah, 0 is all. Storm's got it there.
I reckon this one's got it as well.
Yes, the is, the ra, and the l. Of course, so many are lost in the game, and those that are lost in the game will be the ones that are on the streets trying to fight the system, as opposed to realizing they are the system. But that comes in time. So the more that see this now, the more that pull away, the more that say no more authentically, the more that feel that inner rage, and rather than vent it externally in blame, push it internally and say, you know what, I'll face the fears. I'll face what I don't know. I'll let go of that old world, that old life, that old everything. I can't do this anymore. No, I will not do it anymore. That's what changes everything. Have you suffered enough yet?
Disillusioned, is that a word? Is that not the same as disillusioned? But we just...
No, disillusioned means I can't find the answers. But you don't find the answers.
Oh, she's been funny.
You don't find the answers, Shamey. The answers aren't important. The question is. So the question is more important than the answers. If people gave you the answers, everything would be easy. This is not easy. That's the opposite of valuable. You're worthy of asking the question and then being patient. And by the time you get the answer, you'll already have asked another question that's more important than the answer you received. Tom's doing it now with the thing about the embodiment and stuff, the confusion. He asked the question, that put him in complication. By the time he gets the answer, he won't need it.
So why does it have to be hard?
Because it's valuable. Otherwise, you do it and throw it away and throw it away and keep thinking there would be no gravitas in it. There would be no, you wouldn't learn through it if it was easy, right? For this respect. The whole point of this experience, my brother, I saw him last night, is to critically self-assess. Now, you've got to weigh yourself. You've got to learn to critically self-assess. And if people just say, there's the answer, how are you going to critically self-assess? It's just easy come, easy go. You've had it all your life. Now you're having to work for it. Now it's knocking. Now you know the value of it. When you get to that piece, there's no fucking way that you're going to give that away again because of what it cost you to find it. Right? So this easy come, easy go, this critical self-assessment, this standing in the light of your own sort of truth and wrestling with God to get the Israel, to be renamed, to be pure, to be sat inside, to have that purification ongoing and the energy and the cost and the experience and the expression that gave you. Dude, there's nothing more valuable on this planet than that. So this is the path, and there's some in your chat that know this, and there's some in your chat that wish they knew it, but there's many in the chat that are walking towards it.
For sure.
And that's beautiful.
For sure. You're on benefits and you can afford to smoke. That beautiful benefits smoke. I also joined a gym today for $145 a month. Yesterday I bought a Sheffield Wednesday online season ticket for $180. Bought this laptop last month for $500. Bought a new camera for $600. Thank you, UK government. Why are you making lies? Why? Like, just why? What's the point? Like, clearly I'm not on benefits. I would tell you if I was on benefits. I went on benefits when I was in the UK for about 4 months. I'm no longer on benefits. I earned $1,500 last month from YouTube. This month I earned $2,000. What you talking about, silly one? Oh, maybe, so Sugar thinks that maybe they're talking to him, to Sugar. If you're talking to me, Captain, I grow my own smoke and roll my own cigs, not so extravagant. Beautiful, beautiful response, Sugar.
£1.50 a packet over here as well.
Yeah, we're smoking organic 30 grams for $2, is it? No, $2.50.
Oh, £2 for organic tobacco. Yeah, a little bit different. Beatings will continue until you look. Yeah, man. Have you suffered enough yet to surrender, to put the cross down? Have you martyred yourself enough yet to change the path? It's once you understand the rules, hey Storm, once you understand the rules of the game and you recognize your own conditions, a lot of things change. But
it's still fucking hard.
It is for a while. It is for a while.
So I would say I'm, living in 60, 70, maybe 80% contentment now. But then I'll still have these 3-day voids or even week-long voids that are really challenging. But it's so the periods of contentment are getting longer and the periods of I can't do this are getting much shorter and less frequent.
Yeah, and that's auto-tune because you got to be able to trust yourself, right? So you can't do this from a place of, well, I think I can do it. You've got to do it from a place of, no, it's done. So in this respect, you're going to be sent back. you're going to be sent back in and say, right, suffer, keep going. You ready yet? Just come out of there. Have you done that enough to know that you're not going to choose to do it again? And that
But
carries
there's
on.
the not knowing of what it is you're choosing at first.
But that's the beauty of walking into the unknown.
So this latest void I've been in has been effectively about taking more responsibility. Claude is a good example, standing up basically. I spend my life lying down, whereas today I've been sat up and I've been talking to Claude and I've been doing shit. But when I first went into void, I knew it was something around responsibility. The snap you gave me, I could point to all these surface level, or 3 surface level things. But there were 2 days when I didn't know, but I've been in the process enough to know, but I just need to surrender and keep going and keep trusting and be kind to myself. If I need a day where I just smoke and wank, I smoke and wank and I don't judge it.
Yeah.
That's a big difference now.
Yeah.
But there's still this, there was something you said about once you know what it is, but there's still, even though I intellectually know the process, there's still times of not knowing and not trusting come in.
Yeah, but you're new to this.
Yeah, relatively.
And I know you'll say that you've been doing it for 10 years. Of a degree, yes. But what I'm talking to now, this part of it, you're new to.
Yeah.
This, and I use this term loosely, but doing it irresponsibly for a certain period of time, that doesn't mean to say it was wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no criticism.
I totally agree.
Got you to the point where you got the intellectual knowledge.
Yes.
But you had to put it into practice, and speaking it out and reactivity and all of these other things and justifying it didn't do anything for the responsibility part. The chat I had with you pulled the rug away from your irresponsibility. There was no need to make it harsh. It was just to point out those bits.
Yeah.
And then the shit, I've done all of this and it's really not got me anywhere moments, right? Fine. It wasn't the time. You were having to go through that to get the background information, to see what didn't work. So all of those experiences all add up. You've already done all of them. Now, when you step into this, you won't have to repeat them. They've already been, let's say, experienced to a degree where you can refine them very quickly. So you haven't got to go through that process again, but you don't know that yet. I can tell you it, you can sort of intellectually say, yeah, I see what you mean, but you don't know what it means until you walk it. So the refinement will come out of you as you smooth the edges off, it's not really smooth the edges off. The Merkaba, the way that this sets up is it's a hall of mirrors with sharp edges and rough surfaces, and everything reflects back at you. So you're reacting to yourself all the time. As you know, when you're speaking to others, each of you is really projecting at each other to a degree. But when this opens up from a hall, let's say a hall of mirrors into a greenhouse, so you can just see straight out, you can see straight through. There's no reactivity. There's nothing to react to. You see straight through it. It's not coming back at you. So this lets go of that mirror, and all you can see is compassion. All you can see is love. All you can see is the truth beyond it. Now, I know you've got glimpses of that. I know you can see it to a degree, right? But it's still reflecting back.
I still totally resonate with being in a hall of mirrors.
Yeah, so that bit's reflecting back, and that's got sharp edges. So those sharp edges stab, right? But as this bounces up and expands into its fuller dimensional structure, it smooths it out. And you're closer to what that soul O, man. So the O is one center, one outside bit, right? That's the bit that touches God, the bit on the outside, the dimension. When you're sharp in here, like a triangle, you've got rough edges and you're only just touching the surfaces every now and then. This expands out and you become more of the whole, right? So this is part of it, mate. And you won't, as I say, the questions that you're being asked and the questions that you're actually accepting, receiving, the ones that are causing your suffering, what do I do with responsibility? I don't know what to do with that. I've never fucking had it before. What's this about? And I don't want it. I don't want it. Yes, you do. And you know you do, but you don't know what to do with it yet. That's fine. But your acceptance of it, right?
And it's also as you take more responsibility, it's the letting go of the stuff that's worked. So the domestic we had the other day in that content situation, it's like letting go of that as well as you letting go of it's like letting go of the old parts of yourself feel painful, and that's a good physical example where it's like Before I'd have posted about without even thinking about it, and it would just been, oh, this will make money, great, no problem.
Yeah.
But now suddenly there's a moral thing there, and there's a, it doesn't feel good anymore.
No, there's a responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility, yeah.
Now, if you think about that other that you saw there before was a separate entity, and you can just rip the piss out of him. Fucking look at this idiot, right? And judge him. But now you're feeling him, because on a bigger picture, he is an aspect of you. Now, do you want to treat yourself like that? And this is that taking more responsibility. And that made it feel that it'll leave a bitter taste in you, because your field now is rejecting that. Your mind is still saying, the ego is still saying, but you're getting caught and you're going, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. But it used to. So this is the change. You know, the whole thing is going like that. And if you can recognize,
but that's the hard bit, isn't it? That's what makes it hard, because there's still part of you wanting to grab onto what's worked.
Yeah, but
that's the resistance.
If you think about what I said to whoever it was a minute ago, if you're repeating the old things, you haven't learned. You've got to start new things. And as subtle as that is, it's not even that subtle with what happened out there, with you going, I'm not sure if I should. Good, do that then.
Yeah, but you've got to repeat the old things until they start feeling icky.
Yeah.
And then you can have that, and then there's a chance of that choice.
Yeah, because you'll feel humiliated.
Yeah.
So it's that shame, that humiliation, that, oh shit, I don't know if I Whereas before you wouldn't have thought about that.
No.
So if you think about that as guilt, you think about that as conscience, right? It's a weight in your chest. Before you didn't have it. You did.
But yeah, I was going to say I did. Yeah, it was constantly there. I just didn't know what it was or the story to it.
That's what you were hiding from.
Yeah.
And that's why your ego was creating stories. And that's why you were acting out like you were from a child place, because you weren't responsible for your own conscience.
And you're actually acting from that energy, right?
Yes, this is what and you're justifying this by telling everybody else what they are. But
to hide that.
To hide your own guilt.
Yeah.
Right. So you're proving that it's your own guilt, it's your own conscience that's eating at you, and this will eat at you until it collapses you. Believe me, that's exactly what happened to me. My own loss of self to a blame. It wasn't in the same way, but it's just the same really underneath. My own conscience, my own conscience, my own lack of connection to myself, my own separation within, eventually took me down. And with you catching it now, with you working through it now, and with the information that you're taking on board now, you can sit with it. Yes, it feels terrible because you've never done it before. Yes, it feels uncomfortable and you don't know what's going to come out the other side of it. And yes, you want to give up. And all, yeah, get over it, right? You've done this enough in the past to know that give it a few days.
Yeah, totally.
And things will be different. And don't act on it. Don't do what feels shit. Don't do that because it's always worked. Try doing the opposite, which is what you did with that. You did the opposite. Well, half. Well,
I did include a little bit.
We'll see a bit about what you feel about that afterwards, won't we? You know, I gave you a recommendation and said it's up to you.
And I pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Now, you'll weigh that conscience. You'll wear it. It's got nothing to do with me. That's why I don't judge you. You're going to do you judge yourself, right? And this is the same with everybody else. There's no reason to judge anybody. They will judge themselves. It's just when.
Could it not be that? No, I think what I've shared is okay. But obviously, if he sees it, he's not going to be happy. Like, obviously, he's not going to want that shared. But is there not an element of, well, there's your, like, I just filmed a reality. It's you need to see what you did and feel the humiliation for your journey.
One of the, I shared this again with a brother last night. One of the things about this whole, there's nothing wrong with what you did in that respect. But it's from a place where you are ignorant of the game. So it's not like it's going to come back on you heavily, but it could come back in certain ways because you don't know. But at a certain point in time, you're going to have to make some rules with what you get involved with. So you had nothing to do with you, but you made it about you. What he was doing, nothing to do with you at all. So what?
Well, that makes it to do with me, doesn't it?
It's not, is it? There was some noise outside and you decided then to utilize that noise for your own purpose.
No, I was no. I was going to open the window and shout at them and tell them to shut up because I assumed they were drunk. And because I'm a YouTuber, I also switched my camera on, but I was going to do it anyway.
I'm saying their situation had nothing to do with you. There was just some noise. And in the same rules, this too will pass. Now, I know that you get affected by noise, but that noise lasted about half an hour to 40 minutes. And that was it done.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
Okay.
No, so the minute I saw them arguing, I stopped and just filmed it.
Yeah, and just filmed it.
Okay,
and then put it out on YouTube.
Well,
So
no. I filmed 10 minutes and I put out 20 seconds.
So my brother last night asked me, if I see somebody that's emotionally abusing their children, should I say anything? And my reply to him was, have they asked you to? Why are you getting involved? Let them have their experience. Now, if you see them abusing or beating their children up or something like that, then you can choose to get involved if you wish. But emotionally abusing, because of how much he can see, emotional abuse could be very simple in as much as just telling the child, if you do that, the bad man's going to come and get you. Right? That's emotional abuse.
Was he talking about like peers, like children and children? Or?
No, he's talking about family. He's talking about parents with their children, and maybe saying things to them, but they don't know themselves.
But they don't know,
And in that echelon, what are you doing, brother? Getting involved in there? Because it's like, I know that you can see and you can call things emotional abuse, but to them it's just normal, right?
Yeah,
for now. And do you want to get involved in there? Is it your job? If they come to you and asking you for advice, or are you doing this to suit yourself? You know, why are you getting involved? And these rules, you've got to allow people to do and have their experiences without judging them and without necessarily filming them and putting them on YouTube. You know, but you've got to make those.
Only 10 seconds.
You've got to make those rules for yourself willingly.
Yeah.
They're not something that can be imposed upon you. And after a while of feeling it, you'll employ them anyway, because you'll feel not to do it anymore. But that's an example. And I'm not saying it is with this, because again, with this,
I think I've got it right, but we'll see when I put it out.
Man, you'll feel it. It's all good. There's no right and wrong with this. It's just, how does it feel, and then what would you do next time?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Rachel's such a naughty one, and Michael's responded now. So she's the emotional blackmail. I don't know if emotional blackmail. Like, let me tell you a story of what's going on with Rachel. So Rachel can't send bank transfers or anything. She's managed to do YouTube transfers. Yeah. She asked me a while ago if she could send money to Michael through me. And at the time I said, no, I don't want to get involved because this is Michael's thing. And I didn't know if I was right or not. But I was caught between, do I support my friend and help him, you know, get funds? Or do I let him have his experience that he's having with money? And I didn't know what the answer was with that. So then Rachel keeps badgering me because Rachel loves pushing boundaries. She loves being entitled. She loves taking a piss. So she keeps asking me. So I then say to her, okay, Rachel, we can't do YouTube because YouTube doesn't pay me what it tells me I get. And also it takes 30%. But if you can take responsibility and learn how to do a bank transfer, what you send to me, I will pass on to Michael. And look what she's done. She's put it into YouTube, knowing I've set the boundary, we've made an agreement together, and she's put it into here. And now Michael's seeing it and is thanking her. Please, can you give this to Michael? He's been good to me and answered through my questions in depth, just till he was on a payment plan with his. So Rachel, why are you going against our agreement? Why? I know why you're doing it, because you are pushing my boundaries, and you always dance over my boundaries. What we talked about at the start of this with the emails, the entitlement, what you're doing, we made an agreement. Why are you breaking that? Why are you putting me in this position? It's really bad. What do you think, Lee?
On the deeper side of it, it's absolute disrespect.
It's total disrespect. And that's what Rachel is through and through.
And, but, you know, there's different ways to handle it. But it is a disrespect of somebody's word and pushing the boundary. If somebody says, see, what I've learned to realize is that people are happy with yes, but the child in them has never accepted no. And if somebody says no, people tend to ask, why not? Well, if they say yes, if people say yes, people don't tend to ask why. They tend to take. But when people say no, they tend to feel that they've been hard done by, and they get disappointed and then question, like they would with their parents when they're not getting a lollipop. I find this to be quite a interesting part of the human condition right now. how people are not acceptant of a no the way they're acceptant of a yes. But maybe that's just a me thing.
So what you've done, Rachel, is you've probably subconsciously, you haven't caused a problem between me and Michael because we won't let it be a problem. But, you know, socially, this is, you know, you've now created a situation between Michael and I where I kind of owe him some money potentially. But I want to say, because of the agreement we made, because of your disrespect, I want to say no, I won't, because you're not honoring how we said we'd do it. And also, this is for you to learn how to do a bank transfer. This is for you to lean in. You know, there's a whole reason we've done this, both from my point of view and to help you, and you've just shat all over it. So no, Rachel, no, I won't do that. You can do what we agreed, and you can transfer it to my bank, and I will pass 100% of that on to Michael. So thanks for the 20, Rachel. And the other thing, like, genuinely, YouTube says you're getting this, well, my analytics say you're getting this much or you've earned this much, and it pays me less every time. So how do I know what to pass on to Michael? Like, this shit freaks me out. Like, this is my thing about, you know, I had a situation recently. In fact, I'm not going to talk about it because it...
A situation?
In the past, when I was splitting things up, if I didn't have stuff to weigh them on, it would drive me insane. Like, if it's 0.2 out, well, this is the same fucking thing because YouTube doesn't pay me what it tells me. So I'd be like, am I giving Michael too much? Am I get like, it's way too much for me, which is why I told you to do it like I did to protect me from any of this. And you've just gone and shat all over it. So fuck you.
Now, I understand on the other side of that, Rachel, you're just trying to do the right thing from your point of view. And you think it's the right thing, and you possibly can't understand what's going on here. So I'd ask you, if you're willing to reflect on why you disrespect boundaries and have a little think about why a no can't be accepted with regards to these types of things.
I even said yes. I just said do it like any competent person can and send a bank transfer, which has been ongoing for fucking weeks. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Fan On It.
I did watch the video where you said no, but
it's a bit of a mad one, Fan. Yeah, the original one where I said no. Well, I think that was the night of or the day after we'd had a big conversation with Michael around this.
You disappeared.
So it was.
Chat.
Oh.
Chat doc. I think it's that one. Yeah. Oh.
So it was really fresh, and I genuinely didn't know what the best thing was to do, and I still don't. So that's why I said, well, okay, yeah, I'll do it. But you know, it has to be done this way.
I think that's where you stopped, bro. So there's quite a bit of chat there, I think.
Well, yeah, we've been chatting for ages. There were loads of chat.
We've done loads of it. Good. So you got some more to play with.
Yeah, I can't do my stickers. Why can't I do my stickers? Why is this? This should be down here, shouldn't it?
It should be on the other screen. Sorry, my mistake.
That's all right. Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you seen Michael?
No.
All right. No. I think I'm too tired. I'm worn out. See, this is the other thing. I think Rachel's an energy vampire. Like, she has the same effect on me that Sophie used to. My decisions I've made recently, I'm never going to do them mistakes again, and the decisions I've made are hard and life-changing. Oh, it's Debbie. Yeah, you're doing it. You're definitely doing it. I was going to say, this person sounds like they're doing it, and I was like, oh, it's Debbie. Yeah, she's definitely doing it. It's a bit random, sugar. Where are you? Good to have you with us, Michael. Oh, God. I just can't cope. It's just fucking... Yeah, I can see why you don't want... Oh, jackknife, he'll save the day. Oh, it's that sugar, though. That's so joys and wilderness. Come on, Jack. Look, it's fucking awful. What an awful situation to create.
Just carry on. It'll work itself out. Just enough's been said now, I think, to get the point across. Don't let it affect you any more than it has, bruv.
Oh, I think Riley spotted it. Tom did say it was a one-off, Rachel, and so that wasn't very nice doing what you have done here, taking liberties. Riley's just fucking on it. Yeah, Riley's amazing, man. I'm so glad Riley's back in the chat. Go on, Riley. No, she didn't forget. I mean, yeah, she's under the influence. I didn't read that bit. Yeah, maybe.
I think it was said more than once, though. It's been discussed quite a few times.
And it's in her nature. Like, were you here at the start of the chat, Riley, when I was talking about how she's emailing me at 4 a.m, expecting me to respond before I do a live stream to her in her entitled ways? And that's after she's been commenting, asking, are you live streaming tonight? As if I'm on my comment section and not sleeping. And it just shows like there's no awareness of the other. Like she can't even think. Like she knows that I'm 6 hours ahead, but she can't think what that means. Oh, he's in bed. Or maybe he doesn't want to be emailed by people badgering him about a live stream. Have a bottom of the chat again. Oh, I think that's it. Oh, Jackknife's just popped in. So I can't do that from the chat. Oh, the chat's gone again. Why have I done that? So it's when I click on this, the chat disappears.
Yeah, it's behind.
But it wasn't doing that before.
No, because it was up there.
No, it was here.
It was when you.
Oh, but I wasn't clicking on that.
No, so all it does is hides into that. It's this.
So I just have to go like
That's
that.
that one and back. See, I don't know why they're all open, to be honest. These ones don't need.
Yeah, get rid of anything I don't need.
It's just that one. So you just got to put that back up.
Oh,
afterwards.
Sweet. Oh, and then I can, if I'm at the bottom of the chat, I don't even need to click on that other one. I can do it from here.
Yeah.
Blazing one for Tom soon. As my mold lands, I'm buying you the blue pot with cool white drips. As soon as my mold lands, I think that might mean...
Mold means money.
Money, right, yeah. I'm buying you the blue pot with the cool white drips. Which one was that? I know, obviously it's from that shop. Oh, Jack, you're so amazing.
You've been watching the videos of you getting pottery. What's that?
Oh, so he'll be talking about the original video, so I can't remember from that. But I must have seen a really nice blue pot. Bless you, Jack, but that shop's so expensive, man. Don't, like, you know. All right, Jack, I'll accept it. That's amazing, mate. You're amazing. All right, yeah, so watch that back, Riley, because it's, you know, very telling about the situation with Rachel and the entitlement.
Right, I'm going to get out of your way.
Yeah, I think we're done, man. We're all good with the spaz tech moments, Tom. Don't stress, you'll get there, bro. Your real audience bears with you. Yeah, I know that, man. I know there's at least 100 strong. No, I think it depends if we're talking live stream or not. Have you left the mic? Cheers, mate.
Much love.
Cheers, bro.
See you in the next tech dilemma.
Thanks, my man. All right, I think I'm pretty much done, guys. We'll just see how it feels being alone and if I get into it. But it's probably been the best part of 3 hours now, I imagine. Oh no, just 2 and 15. Oh. Yeah, so how strong is my audience? I think video-wise, I think I've got 500 that are like in on every video. And then live stream-wise, about 50 probably. All right, I'm going to end it, guys. We're at the bottom of the chat. I think we're done. Rachel. Fucking hell. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Jack. And thank you for Elizabeth on the PayPal. Bob. I'll see you again in the next couple of days. Big love. Two videos on English refugee, a video on Top 6, and a video on Not Today's Dating today. Enjoy.